St. Mary's College basketball head coach Crystal Gibson and her Lady Seahawks hoping to win their season opener against Shenandoah. Pick it up in the second half. St. Mary's down 45-44. Great ball movement gets Marsha Pearson the easy bucket. Seahawks take the lead 46-44. Later, after a missed free throw, St. Mary's on the break. Sophie Pruden gets the putback bucket to give the Seahawks the 60-55 lead. Seahawks down, however, with under a minute to play. Pruden's layup cuts the lead to 80-79. Pruden a game-high 27 points. She also chipped in 13 rebounds. Not enough, however, as St. Mary's falls at home 83-79. They drop to 0-3 on the season.
I mean, we're coming along. We just have to really pick it up on the defensive end of the court. We've struggled on that in our first 3 games out, and we talk about it every day in practice, so now it's just about getting it done.
Coach, obviously today was a big game being the home opener, but even bigger than the game itself is what you're doing for brain cancer, for benefit. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, this summer, one of our good friends in the coaching world, I've known him for probably about 10 or 12 years now, was diagnosed with brain cancer, and he has 3 little kids and a wife at home, and they're really just racking up bills. And it's one of those things where if you don't bring awareness to it, people don't understand what's going on, and it can happen to anyone. I mean, his team's been to the NCAA tournament the last 2 years. He's one of the great, brains in the coaching world. I hate to say it like that, but we just want him to get better and get the treatment that he needs. And any donations that we can get to go towards that, really can help.
What causes someone to put the weight of a small car on their back, squat to the ground, and back up again? Probably the same thing that possesses someone to put hundreds and hundreds of pounds on their chest and press it to the sky. Why would you deny yourself some of God's greatest gifts of junk food, sugary sodas, and other beverages? But I digress. The answer's found somewhere in the pro sport of bodybuilding. More importantly, in the competitors, it's found here and here.
Maximum Gym's bodybuilding team is led by senior captain Victor Oliver. Oliver has over a decade of experience in the sport and many championships to boot. According to Oliver, mental toughness is more important than the physical.
When I first started back in 2002, it was supposed to be a thing where I just wanted to go on stage just to take and look good. I wasn't supposed to even do no more than like one show. And then once I got out there and I did fairly well, I got the bug and I started just going along with it. But it's something. Bodybuilding is a very tough sport. It's a very lonely sport, and it's a very selfish sport. It's one of the sports that you have to stay on 24/7. You have to watch your training. You got to watch your eating. You don't have much of a social life. It's one of them type of sports where you're basically alone. You do everything alone. It's a sport where you have to mentally prepare yourself, not only to train every day, but to also to eat right. It's a very judgmental sport. So when you get on the stage, you don't know what the judges are looking for half the time. They may be going by size, they may be going by condition, they may be going by something else, stage presence. But the only thing I can suggest is to be the best that you can be. Don't try to be anybody else. Just bring your best package and go forward.
As for the only woman in the group, Keelana Brooks just had a baby a year ago. Now she's on stage as a competitor herself. Not only is she the lone female on the team, but she's the team leader in swagger.
Working out is the new sexy. Everybody knows that. So with that being said, people fail to realize that you have to eat 2 to 3 hours, every 2 to 3 hours, to keep your metabolism up. With that being said, it kind of keeps your body moving. It's just like a car. You can't drive your car on E. You definitely have to have gas in your car. So the food is fuel to your body. With that being said, nutrition is very, very, very important in the everyday life of a woman or in a male's life. So I believe that it's important to put the two together.
Stepping in the gym is a positive in the first place, you know. You come in the gym and and you're here to work. You know, you see a lot of people socialize, and you know, I train people, and I hear a lot of talking, and I'm like, why aren't they doing that 45 to 1 minute rest period and going back at it? You know, they're losing time, they're losing blood out of their muscle. So, you know, preparing right, doing a lot of reading will help before even stepping in the gym. I would advise them to do that, honestly. If they're really, like, if a person's trying to bodybuild, you have to read, you have to know what you're getting into.
My theory is, if you want to work, if you want to get something, you got to work for it. Like, if you work hard, train hard, you're going to get what you want to get. You're going to get the results that you expect. Some people, they expect it to be like overnight, get a magic pill and boom, they're like, ugh, like that. But it doesn't happen like that. It took me about 6 years to even get this way. So I came from being like a $150, walking into a gym, just, you know, JJ from Good Times type. And then all of a sudden, like 6 years later, here I am competing for the NPC, OCB, IFPA. Wasn't even expecting to do that, but I got talked into it. So it's all just hard work and dedication.
The youngest member on the team at 23 years old, Daniel Buckler, may lack experience, but the young gun more than makes up for that lack of experience with maturity.
The first step is maturity. I mean, I think that I'm definitely very mature for my age. Mike's told me time and time again, my other teammates have told me time and time again, and it takes a mature person to do what we do. I mean, there's, you know, kids my age are not even working out, you know, they're still in the party life stage, and I'm stepping on stage with, you know, national competitors and junior USA competitors, and pretty much it's just the drive, more or less, at my age, just the drive.
Of course, the outcry of steroids rings loud, not only in bodybuilding, but in all sports these days. A topic not lost or afraid to speak on, according to Big Rick Evans.
To me, I don't think it actually helped them hit home runs or make them run faster. To me, it's a mental thing. I mean, people take it, yeah, it may blow you up and get you bigger. Like, when people take it and start lifting weights, just because you take it don't mean that you're going to be ripped. You got to work at it. So people taking performance enhancing drugs, you know, it's a cheat, but hey, you still got to work for it.
That's going to do it from within the Arc at St. Mary's College. Suddenly, I have the urge to go to the gym. Thank you for watching Southern Maryland Sports Journal with me, Travis Thomas, exclusively on MetroCast Channel 10.